Cricket Road, just off of Boat Dock Road by Cricket Creek Marina. We're about 10 minutes from Big Cedar, top of the rock, 15-20 minutes from Hollister and Branson. And the build site we're going to look at is a couple miles down this stretch of road. This is a 2-lane county maintained road. Broome County maintains it. And we're getting ready to come up to the public lake access. So this is Corps of Engineers now on the right. This is all federal property. The lake's up really, really high right now, so usually this is where you turn off and go swimming, but not right now. But you got about a half mile of public access right here. There's a bunch of ATV trails that have been cut through, and this is where Table Rock Lake technically starts, where it's fed in on the southeastern side by Cricket Creek. Here on the left before we hit our development. This is a short-term rental right here. It's getting set up. It's a 4-bedroom house on 15 acres. Just sold for $1 million. It had additional acreage. It's got another 15 acres and a small cabin that needs redone. This is where our development starts. Usually this is all dry right here on the right. So this is where we've got it set up where people can pull over and park and throw kayaks and canoes. So this is where Table Rock Lake starts. There's a Corps of Engineers marker kind of right there in the ground that you can't see right now. It's underwater. And then Cricket Creek starts right here. We're about to pour concrete on a 4-bedroom house for a client right here on this site, right across from the creek. He bought 8 acres last year for $240,000, I think. And his acreage is, most of this kind of hillside. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. We got plans laid out to do a 4-bedroom house and then 2 or 3 little 1-bedroom cabins. We just passed the dumpster for our development. We maintain a dumpster that everyone can buy into. This is the first lot in our subdivision that Shae and I bought for ourselves personally. So we've got an acre here that fronts the creek. And there's 9 more lots throughout here. Be a 2-bed, 2-bath. This is all floodland right here on the right. So it's all privately owned by somebody, but no one can ever build on it. It all falls under Army Corps of Engineers flowage easement. The creek on the other side of it. We're under contract for the property just on the other side of this, on the other side of the creek. So once we close on it, we'll be clearing out the trees along either side of the creek, open up more of a view. This section of road is actually kind of cool. It's got a lot of little potholes from the water running out over the road all the time, but it's got this cool bluff line on the side, some little waterfalls. Rundown houses over there. That's part of the property we're getting ready to buy. We'll be tearing that out and developing along that side of the creek as well, over that low water bridge. Then on the left is the property we were talking about. So the first 2-acre piece is right here on the immediate left. That's the house straddling the creek I was talking about. There's a little tiny tributary that flows underneath it, and then the other 2 acres is up at the top of this hill. This is the well house we just got done building. This is gonna be for the shared well for the 2 properties. This property line starts about right here where this power pole is and shoots straight up the hill, and then goes down past this driveway that will be coming up. So the primary build site's up there at the top. It's already kind of cleared and prepped. The creek runs across the street. So this is the driveway. The property line is pretty much just past the driveway and then shoots back up the hill. So my thought is having this kind of maintained as a shared driveway if someone were to split these off, and then there could be little kind of tree houses on this right side here, and they can look out over the creek across the street. It's a hillside, but it's not too terribly steep comparatively compared to what we're used to. Flat spot down here, and then we just cut this new driveway up to the top build site. So it butts up to the woods, and then it's got this mountain view up top. And we kept the tree line between this lot and that lot down there, so you can't really see that house that's going in. And they don't really have room to do additional builds over there. Their property line is just on this side of the tree line, and then it's pretty much solid rock past there. But you can hear the creek flowing from over here. And if we can get that property across the street that we're working on, we're going to clear out that tree line through there so that you can look out at that low water crossing bridge from this site. Shae's got a client who's looking at this, who's talking about putting a bigger 4-bedroom house up top here, and then building a stairway down to that lower flat level and doing a pool. So I think this would be a good site for that sort of thing. And I haven't really hiked back through here. I don't think I've honestly ever set foot through here. Just kind of looked through the woods, but the property line goes up just past the edge of this clearing and then shoots straight back that way. There's some, if you can see it on the video, there's a pink survey flag hanging in the trees back there. Kind of shows where it goes to, but almost picturing, like I said, having like a secondary tier or another row going down through here. I wouldn't put more than maybe 1 or 2 more cabins on that property. I think we get a little crowded, but it is a good amount of usable space, it looks like. I'm not sure what was here in the past, but there's the remnants of some kind of little foundation. Septic field would go down through here. So we've got this site perked out for a 2-bedroom house, but I think it'd pretty easily accommodate a 3 or 4. Just have to modify the sewer engineering a little bit. So yeah, you can go back out the way we came in, or another secondary egress is where that van's going through. That circles back to Highway 65 at Pinecrest Road.